Hi everyone, my name is Mason Hawk. I'm here as a mass media student, graduating in the spring of 2021. I'm currently a senior. Um, where do I want to go in life? Well, I want to be a documentarian. I want to record history in the media format. I was also recently offered a position at FSU to go there and study under a documentarian and learn his skills in his trade, as well as get a tuition-free master's degree, which is really exciting for me. And that will start in the fall of 2021, hopefully, if everything, COVID, willing. So, what is law to me? Law I see as guidelines, and a check and balance system at the same time. Uh, if you break the law, you get in trouble, right? So I'm thinking in my weird mind of like check and balance, it's to keep people in check and to keep balance and order to society. So nothing goes, too chaotic. No, I feel like law is there as a guideline, and you you just deal with it, I guess. Honestly, I'm not really a good law person. I mean, I follow the rules. As we discussed in class, I have a concealed carry permit. So I got a lot of things I have to, like, not break in order to not go to jail. So, like, there's certain places I'm not allowed to carry. There's certain things you gotta, it's like a checklist almost. If you even brandish your gun or pull it out, so there's a whole lot of stuff, and it's not just guns. It's also your car, as we discussed. My motorcycle. I gotta have that, registered and everything. So law I think is a pretty important aspect in our life, especially in this, like, in a first world country kind of thing. Um, but yeah, any fears of class? Well, um, not really. I don't really have any fears per se. I have the fear of not learning enough. And then, like, expectations. Well, I hopefully expect to learn the laws, especially pertaining to me as a mass media student. Someone who's going to be working in the field of media. I really want to learn the laws of that field. Things that really pertain to me. Where do I want to go in life? Well, I mean, after this and after the Florida State University thing, I really just want to be a documentary on history. I got a minor in history, so I really do enjoy it. It's like one of my passions. I watch documentaries a lot. A little something to tie into that. Over the summer, I had production too, and I can't remember. I don't think it was my final project, but it was one of the last ones I had to do, and it was really important. And I had to get it done. He gave us a a good period of time to go out and do it. And so I chose a hard news report. It was a news report, and I chose hard news. And my report was over the statues, the current, or I don't know if it's still current, kinda, of the destruction of statues. And for me, I wasn't doing it about, whether it's right or wrong to destroy a statue of this man, because he may or may not have been racist in his past. It wasn't about that for me. It was about the knowledge and the history that that statue, pertained to. You know, I I really hate it when history gets destroyed. It gives me this gut wrenching feeling of loss, and it really bugs me to see that history is gone. For example, I don't know, most of you guys probably maybe in literature class read about the Epic of Gilgamesh. Well, that was written on ancient Sumerian clay tablets in cuneiform, which looks like little chicken feet, pressed into little square clay tablets. And it would write all the way around the thing. But the original ones were sun dried. Not like modern where we throw clay in a kiln and then like superheat the crazy thing until it almost explodes or whatever. Or sometimes they do. But a lot of them, disintegrate just due to time, and others we lose because of we don't find them fast enough. A lot of them, because they were stored in these jars. So the Epic of Gilgamesh was stored in several jars. And some of the jars, get destroyed by just, people fighting. I know that there was a large collection of ancient relics that were found destroyed due to a IED bombing, out in the Middle East. Stuff like that just happens, and people destroy it, and then all the history's gone. And it really hurts my soul, because you'll never know what the final pages of Gilgamesh were. And it's not just Epic of Gilgamesh. Clearly, it's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that lose to history and to time and to just people. So I want to be someone who could preserve that knowledge in a media format and keep it. But yeah, so I did it over statues. And I think this is something that you experience as a reporter, but I had to jump through a lot of hoops just to get this man to talk. Oh my gosh. I don't know how many people I had to go talk to get to this man. The director of a museum here in Valdosta. And oh my gosh. I did so much. And it was really saddening for me is after all of it, everything I did, I still didn't get the story. It was a gut-wrenching feeling. I was, panicked, freaked out. There was 3 days left on the assignment. All I needed was his words. I had everything else edited up, set up and ready, and all I had to do was plug in the interview, basically. And then it all fell through, even after all that I did. So I had to, sit down, collect myself, and think. All right, I got something to do. I got it. I'll get it done. I'll find a way. And then I did. I ended up doing the interview with how the COVID pandemic was affecting paramedics. Not really hot news, but, it was still informative news. And I luckily had a relative, or still do. He's not dead yet, thankfully. At least I don't think he is. Who is a paramedic. And so I did a whole interview with him. And yeah, it was crazy. The crunch. Oh my God. I really hate doing assignments last minute. It's terrible. But I managed to, bully my way through it. Finished the product. Submitted it. I will say it's not perfect.